How's it going, everybody? I thought it'd be fun to do a quick little video showing off the evolution of sand scoops that I had going on here. When I very first got into beach metal detecting, I did some research online and I was looking up how to make my own scoop, and this is what I came up with for my first one. It worked halfway decent. This was stuff that was honestly just kind of laying around the house. Some PVC, basically. An almost entirely PVC made scoop. So, it's not the most durable. The benefit of this one is it's super lightweight. It works pretty good in the dry sand, but that's about all it's got. Put some teeth in that bad boy, so for the first one, handmade with really no money to spend, I would say in materials, this is probably like $5, maybe $10 max if you didn't have anything. But yeah, and then we moved on to this bad boy. This was I think a Amazon like generic brand. It might even be called like a CooB Scoop or something like that. Benefit of this one is it's super small and it's probably the most affordable out of all of them, just because it's probably the smallest scoop I have here too. And then we have it attached to like a wizard style staff that I've had for a long while actually. And it works. It's definitely a good bit more sturdy than that other one. It's the first step in the right direction of having a real scoop. And then for this third one here, we got creative again. We got a PVC handle on this bad boy. Got some electrical tape grip. You know how it goes. And at some point I did have a dowel rod through this PVC, but it snapped at some point. So you can always put something else in the PVC to make it a little more rigid, or just use a different handle. But this was another generic Amazon scoop. I think this one ran me somewhere around like $75 for just the metal piece, no handle or anything. So this one is really when I started getting efficient digging targets at the beach, just because the sheer size of it. But if you're digging out wet sand and sometimes even dry sand, this thing can get a little bit heavy, but I think definitely it's probably the most efficient out of the bunch here. But this is our latest edition right here, and I'm going to be transparent with you. The company CKG actually sent me out this scoop for free to try out, and so far it's doing pretty good. It's still in the range of being affordable. It's not too big, it's not too small. I've used this guy a good amount at the beach now. I think it just it looked like it was rusted in there, but I think that's just some discoloration. This one, on the other hand, though, check out that weld right there. I think at any point in time, this thing's probably gonna snap off. It's about rusted through there. But yeah, I'm guilty sometimes of not rinsing off the sand. I know you should usually always rinse off all of your equipment, but after a long day of digging, it just doesn't always get done. So it's holding up pretty good so far. It's a good size in between the smallest and the largest size. And this one actually came with a like a travel shaft, a carbon fiber travel shaft. One thing I noticed is for some reason it's not all the way in. Can you see that? So the the little locking bolt there is where it's supposed to be, but the shaft is like, it's not quite all the way inside of itself. And there was a little bit of wiggle, so I put some electrical tape in there. That might be why, but it should still, I can't slide it any further down in there because, that bolt is locking it in place. So it works good though, man. All of these, realistically, with any sand scoop, you're gonna have a better time than using like a trowel out at the beach. But you can even like drill some holes in a milk container, or use I even have a garden sifter for like sifting out dirt and compost and stuff. So something like that would even work. Just get creative with it. You could probably even use like kitchen utensils, flour sifter. Wouldn't recommend it, but get you one of these things, start out cheap, or you could probably even make a really heavy duty PVC one with a bigger bigger diameter in here and a nice thick handle on it, and attach it obviously better than I did there. it worked. It hadn't snapped off too much, but as you can tell, it's trying. It's gonna snap off at some point. So just wanted to bring you along for this quick one. Thought it would be something different, show you the evolution of sand scoops I got here, and let me know what sand scoop you have. I think my next and my final destination, if I ever get another sand scoop, it will be one of those extreme scoops. Those, like, they're a bit expensive, but that's like end goal when it comes to sand scoops, right? So that one is one that I don't think you'll ever have to replace. This one, as you can see, it's made out of decent material. It reflects on the price, you know. Like I said, this one was like a $75 scoop, so that's still pretty expensive, but you get what you pay for, you know. So appreciate you guys tagging along. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you didn't, and I hope to see you on the next one, guys. See ya.